What's up, guys? It's your boy CB Plays. I am here with, I think, episode 29 or 30. I gotta check, but we are reaching that close, or we are at that milestone of episode 30. Let's get into the show. Should be very important. I don't know if y'all thought the last couple weeks have been, kind of hit or miss. It's been some stuff building up, but we're trying to get into that build of TakeOver since TakeOver is in, maybe the end of August, beginning of September, so we still got some time. But now I think it's time for me to start turning that oven on to 250 to 400 because we're trying to get these feuds started. So let's get into it. We kick off the show with a match, no promo, and a good match. Adam Cole defeated Chris Sabin in 14:32 by pinfall with the flying cross body. Adam Cole 83, Chris Sabin 64. So singles is not really going good for Chris Sabin, but Adam Cole picks up a win here tonight, and the man gets to 83. No Style continues to do amazing, 95. Speaking of amazing, Adam Cole grabs the mic and says he's not the same guy that AJ beat all those years ago in Ring of Honor. He's not the same Adam Cole from a year ago, let alone all those years ago. AJ, you're stuck in the past, and just leave our history there in the past. Adam tells AJ he can beat Adam tells AJ he knows he can beat him, but he doesn't have to prove anything to AJ. Adam Cole says he wants to be at the top of this industry, and that means winning championships. Adam says he has a lot of respect for AJ, but he's not focused on him at the moment. So Adam Cole gives a reason as to why he not ducked, but he said no to this AJ Styles' proposition. He says, hey, had that whole little down moment with Undisputed Era. We had our little falling out, and it didn't go good for me. And I reinvented myself by coming to Inferno, and now I want to win championship gold and facing AJ Styles. Even though it could help me, I want to be on that Marquette takeover for for a particular NXT championship. So yeah, great rating from Adam Cole. 84, great rating there. So Tenille says she hasn't been the same since losing that NXT Women's title, and she says she will beat the other women in the Fatal 5-Way here because she needs that title. She needs to break the tie with Mayu. Jessica says she has history with Mayu, but that doesn't matter because she wants to vie for her first shot at the NXT Women's title. Jessica says she's a monster and she's ready to be unleashed. And then Jordan Gray says she feels like the underdog. Good, because she thrives under that pressure, and she will win here tonight, pulling off that upset. Then it'll be her and Mayu, where she will capture the NXT Women's Championship. So a promo to basically hype up the Fatal 5-Way here tonight, which is going to be our main event. 60. So Lita tells the beautiful people that they need to learn respect. She was minding her own business until she saw Chelsea Green disrespect the legend and Beth Phoenix all those weeks ago. Lita says her and the other women are tired of the disrespect that the BP have displayed. Paris, Tay Conti, Reign, and Green all come out, and Green tells Lita that's the problem. See, this business has been played by legends that hog the spotlight for themselves and leave TV time dry for the next generation. Green says this business doesn't need old women like Lita anymore. Lita smiles and then turns the tables around and says, is she talking about you, Madison? Because you're technically been in this industry for a long time. Some may consider you a legend, maybe not in WWE, but definitely for women's wrestling of this generation. And Madison thinks about that for a second, but Paris quickly turns around and says, Lita, you're the problem here, not us. How about this? You versus us next week. And Lita tells them it's on. So yeah, pretty good segment there, and some very interesting. Is Chelsea not only throwing shots at Lita, but also in her own member in Madison Rain? Very interesting. 57 in a terrible match. I mean, that's not terrible, but Tegan Knox defeated Layla Hirsch in 9:33 by pinfall the Vulture Culture Destroyer. Tegan Knox 56, Layla Hirsch 46. 71. So Rosemary and Alyssa Flash beat down Tegan Knox. Indy Hartwell and Kylie Ray come out to help Tegan. When Kylie sees Alyssa Flash, she just instantly stops. She's in that trance again like she did last week. This allows Rosemary and Flash to beat down Indy Hartwell. Rosemary and Alyssa Flash leave. So what is up with Kylie Ray, Rosemary, and Alyssa Flash? I have no idea, but this story is taking an interesting turn. 57. Ace Austin and Jake Summer defeated Bear Boulder and Bear Bronson, Bear Country, and 8:54 when Ace Austin pinned Bear Bronson. The Ace is high. Okay. Ace Austin 64, his ratings continue to improve. Jake Something 59, Bear Bronson 43, and Bear Boulder 35. 77. So Ace tells Joy that his story was fun while it lasted, but this isn't a book and you don't get any fairy tale ending. Jake tells Joy that he's a footnote in their path to be successful. Joy peers from the crowd in his street clothes and a baseball cap backwards. Joy grabs a kendo stick and whacks Ace in the back with it. Then he gives Jake something in the same receipt and beats him over the back with it as well. Joy's unhinged here tonight. He gets some measure of revenge, but they did cost him his championship. And it looks like he's at the back of the line when it comes to the North American title. So he has to give out his frustration somewhere, and that's Ace Austin and Jake something. Wow, that's a really good rating. That was like, what, 5 minutes? Dang, okay. But Bo and Kushida are backstage at the gym. Kushida teaches Bo aerial moves now. Kushida teaches Bo how to do a senton cannonball, and Bo tries it at first but misses Kushida completely. Kushida tells Bo to focus. Bo then eventually hits Kushida with the senton cannonball, and Kushida tells Bo he's learning. 52, Piper Niven defeated Hikari in 641 by pinfall of the Michinoku driver. Piper Niven 54, quality rating right there, and Hikari 40. 81. So Io says she'll win here. She'll win the Fatal 5 here tonight and go on to face Mayu Iwatani. 68. Alex Shelley defeated Warhorse in 913 by pinfall of the Shiranui. Alex Shelley 75, Warhorse 45, and Alex Shelley benefited from having a hot new move. 85. Okay, Rhea's just kicking out great ratings apparently. I mean, she's doing it. She's doing it around her life right now. But Rhea calls the other women in the locker room soft and say that she's bringing brutality. She's bringing the brutality that's needed for this division. 62. So Brody King defeated Christian Casanova in 505 by pinfall with the Gonzo Bomb. Brody King 69. Christian Casanova 46. 73. So Khabib is seen punching a bag at the Performance Center earlier today. There are people and paparazzi, and press, asking him questions about a potential fight against Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne comes up to Khabib and says, "No more hiding, no more waiting. Me versus you at 1-on-1 at TakeOver." Khabib tells Pete to get the paperwork ready because it's going to happen. So I mean, we've been teasing this after NXT TakeOver Legacy, the night after NXT TakeOver Legacy, and I already knew that I had that match in mind, so I didn't know where I was going with this whole thing, but I knew I wanted to do Khabib versus Pete Dunne because Pete Dunne, Bruiserweight, Khabib, one of the greatest lightweights of all time. So I just think that's a match made in heaven. So I think that match is going to kick all sorts of butt, and that's going to be really good. 66. Tyler Bate defeated Leon Ruff in 11:26 by pinfall of the Tyler Driver in 97. Tyler Bate 75. Leon Ruff 47. 52. So Brian Pillman Jr. and Arya Daivari assault Leon Ruff again. This time Subculture come out for the save. Mark and Morgan send Brian Pillman Jr. and their fixer out the ring. So it looks like Bivens Enterprises got a little too greedy. They try to attack Leon Ruff again, but he has some help in Subculture. 81. So Tyler Bate tells Unbelievable that he's not afraid of them and he will face anyone. He'll face all of them if he had to. Ilya tells Tyler to be careful what you wish for. Ilya, Alexander, Killian, and Marcel surround the ring, but Brody King comes out after his previous match earlier in the night and slides in the ring to help give Tyler the assist. But Ilya says, why not? We have the numbers advantage. And they brawl 4-on-2. Unbelievable beat Don King and Tyler Bate 4-on-2. Ilya gives a knee to the face of Brody King as an exclamation point. Dane, Barthel, Wolf, and Dragunov stand tall. 79. So Trey Miguel comes out sporting the North American title, and Trey Miguel says that he's beaten Yuri Katsumatsu twice, and he's ready for any and all challengers. It's not too long before Dragon Lee's theme hits. Dragon Lee comes out to Trey and taps this title, signaling his intentions. Trey raises the title and tells Dragon Lee he can face him anytime. So it looks like Trey Miguel has a new challenger possibly in Dragon Lee. Speaking of possibly, this is awesome. So Keith Lee hosts an open challenge here once again tonight, but Legado del Fantasma theme hits. Santos Escobar, just imagine he was in a suit those last couple weeks he came out and scouting Keith Lee, but this time he's in his ring gear and he's about to challenge him, but a theme hits. The crowd is erupting because it's Hangman Adam Page. The forbidden door has been kicked wide open. Keith Lee is shocked, Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wild want to beat down Hangman for kind of stealing Santos Escobar's thunder, but Santos tells them to head to the back. Santos smirks a little bit and acknowledges that Hangman beat him to the punch when it came to answering the open challenge. So yeah, I have a working relationship with AEW. I haven't really been using that relationship all that much, but I said, how about give the fans a treat here tonight and have Hangman answer the challenge. So yeah, that match is 78. That match is just amazing. And a good match, Keith Lee defeated Hangman in 15:57 by pinfall at the Power Slam. Keith Lee makes defense number 11 of the NXT Television Championship. Keith Lee 81 and Adam Page 67. So Keith Lee's contract is up, and tell me why WWE wanted to sign Keith Lee. I said, you ain't about to steal Keith Lee after I did all this to build him up. Nah, not happening, partner. But really good match. 65. It's announced that will be Hiromu Takahashi versus Chris Dijak next week. I was going to I can pre-book. I'll do that later. But the Fatal 5-Way is up next, and tell me that the match is good. 73, okay, I'll take it. But in a decent match, Rhea Ripley defeated Jordan Grace, Jessica Havoc, Io Shirai, and Tennille Dashwood in 6:26, and Rhea Ripley pinned Jessica Havoc with the Soul Food. This match had a whole lot of interference. Kamiko Asahara targeted Io Shirai, Jungle Kiona attacked Io Shirai, and finally a new face and Utami Hayashishida interfered against Io Shirai. Jordan Grace 59, Rhea Ripley 76, Jessica Havoc 54, Io 90, and Tennille Dashwood 81. But interesting, two important things. Rhea Ripley is the new number one contender, and looks like Kamiko turned on Io Shirai. 83. Rhea Ripley wins the match here tonight by pinning Jessica Havoc. Rhea celebrates on the entranceway to the dismay of the crowd. Rhea tells Miles she's coming for that title. Even though Rhea won here tonight, I don't think that's the big story, but not to undercut Rhea Ripley, she is the new number one contender. But this is where the story gets interesting. In a shocking turn of events, Kamiko turned on Io Shirai, costing her the match. Kamiko, Jungle Kiona, and Utami Hayashishida stand there in black and red gear. One by one, they start beating down Io Shirai. Jungle hits Io with the hits her in the face with a forearm. Utami gives Io an air raid crash, and Kamiko follows it up with the frog splash. Then a figure appears in the ring. It's none other than Io's former mentor, Black Lotus from Lucha Underground. Yes, she has arrived, and she is Black Lotus. Kamiko, Utami, Jungle, and Lotus stand tall over Io's lifeless body. So yeah, I had this angle planned from the jump. Whenever I introduced Kamiko Asahara, well, I didn't have it planned for the jump, but I had it planned probably back maybe May in game time. But yes, sirree. So it looks like we have a new Black Lotus triad. Interesting, but she is Black Lotus, and she is here. She debuted the old school face gimmick. She's not, but that's just what her gimmick. That's what she was set with. But interesting. And we get an 82. I will not complain about that. Really amazing show. I think if Keith Lee and Adam... No, I ain't gonna complain about that. It was a really good show. We had Black Lotus debut, Utami debut, Jungle Kiona basically turned heel, and Kamiko turned heel on Io Shirai. Keith Lee went ahead and beat Adam Page. Tyler Bate got beat down by Unbelievable Bar. Brody King got a win, even though he also got beat down by Unbelievable Bar. Trey Miguel, Dragon Lee, just a whole bunch of stuff. Adam Cole and that whole AJ Styles things. We'll see what happens there. Hiromu Takahashi and Dijak will be next week. And so yeah, Kushida and Bo are doing great things. What's happening with Kylie Ray in regards to Alyssa Flash and Rosemary. So a lot of interesting things, and I think this shows what's kicking it into high gear. You see the pieces falling in place, and hopefully I get to do that same thing on Thunder. I think the pieces are more set here on Inferno than it is with Thunder, even though I know what I'm gonna do there. I have to get those things more set in place. But tell me what you thought down below, and CB plays out. Peace.